right, I think we're live. I'll start off with all the housekeeping stuff at 9:15 for everyone else that kind of has that on the schedule. For now, we're just gonna kind of play around here a little bit. We've got pretty much an hour and 10 minutes before the market opens. Let's see what kind of setups we can dive into. And yeah, I'm not really super blown away by what we're seeing. MTP is up 6 million float, so that's nice. UK biotech, but I mean, no catalyst. And then on the 2 days ago, announces exercise of warrants. That's like really not something that I would think the stock would be up on. So a little bit weird. Exercise price at $2. So yeah, when that news came out, the stock basically went to $2, and now it's up. I'm not totally sure why it's up. So if you guys know what's up, definitely throw it in the chat room. Nice, Miz. Nice way to start the day, huh? Do you use any other indicators? I got the 9 EMA and I got VWAP. And on the daily chart, I got the 180 moving average right here, the big green line. So yeah, I think we're right above 3 right now. Yeah, 320. I'm also looking at EYPT. Really not too excited about this one. Also, with the kind of decimal places, it's a little bit trickier to trade. I have it on my second screen. Kind of adjusted the decimal places a little bit, makes it a little cleaner, but you know, pulled back 30% from the highs. My problem with EYPT is, one, the float is 124 million. That's really high. US biotech, it is kind of in the dollar range, which I really don't like. They received 9.5 million due to a license agreement, which was nice, but that was actually the news from yesterday. And yesterday it was not able to hold its highs. So that news came out pre-market or right at the market close. So really weird that, you know, this one didn't do anything, kind of came back here to the 55s. And then today it's popping on yesterday's news. So I'm thinking that this is a bit of a short squeeze. We have a lot of big sell volume here. I don't really think doing much more. I think it could be potentially done already. So I don't know, guys. So far, I'm not really too excited. I think if something else pops up on the scanners, people might jump on it real quick because everyone's probably looking for that that stock right now. Who knows what it's going to be. I was playing around with the Webull desktop a lot this morning, and I think actually their web is better than their desktop, to be honest. It seems like it's pretty much the same thing, but the web has more features. Maybe you guys have a different opinion on that, but I think I'm going to make a full review video at one point, but I'm not blown away by the desktop application on Webull at the moment. MTP is up because I sold it earlier this morning. GEVO has an offering. I'd be careful with it. Offering at 1.3. There's got to be some sort of maybe SEC article or Seeking Alpha article or something about MTP that I'm not finding. You know you're desperate when you go on StockTwits and you try to figure out why a company's up. That's usually a bad sign. Maybe it's just straight up being pumped. Mike, that's probably also very true. Thanks, John. I'm kind of just waiting for something else to pop up. Otherwise, I'm not really looking at anything right now. EYPT, maybe around 0.8 has some bigger support. I'm not sure though. Yeah, fair enough, Mike. And I think there's probably other people that were also stuck in it that might be using this as a huge opportunity to sell. Yeah, EYPT was yesterday's news. I really don't know why it's totally up today. I think it's a bit of a short squeeze. It's already pulling back a lot. Big sell volume. I don't think I'm going to really be touching this one too much unless I see a really good dip buy opportunity. Um, it's a bit of a weird one. I'd probably like to accumulate some American Airlines at one point, see under 12. Today might be the day to buy some space. I'm going to see what happens here. Yesterday we cracked 17 for a second. I'm getting ready for a possible second crack on SPCE. I would really like to pick some up. Not sure if we'll crack 17 again, or at least we'll go past 16.8. That's the big question. AYRO, small catalyst. What's the catalyst on that? That stock split's coming up on Apple and Tesla. RKT had a really nice reversal. Beautiful stuff. Might be a great dip buy around 23. Maybe even like 22.75 or so. Maybe we'll get a little bit of a dip buy on this one. I'm not totally sure. No, no longs on Tesla, Apple. No, not holding any longs. GVO had a little bounce off of 128% yesterday. Big offering came out. Really kind of no surprise there. I mean, these are the exact same things we are expecting all the times from these kind of tickers. MTP could be a little bit of a possible dip. It might be a nice little retest here, back to the moving average, the EMA. Could be Miz, I'm not totally sure. Not sure how the cutoff works. That'd be good to look into though. SPR is Spirit Aerosystems. Is that like Spirit Airlines? That one has a multiple bottom at 20. Oh my lord. There's got to be some big buyers in the 20 zone. It just doesn't really seem to crack. No, okay, never mind. It's a design supplies manufacturing company. I was like, that can't be Spirit Airlines. SPR. Headquartered in Kansas, founded in 1927. Wow, that's a much older company than I would have thought. Yeah, SPY is down 0.4. Whack house is down. Yeah, space does look really good. I'm gonna watch it closely. There goes MTP with that VWAP retest that we were just talking about. David's trying to crawl out of bed. Yeah, they make parts for Boeing. I don't know, not crazy about this, but this could be a trading opportunity for MTP for sure. I like the fact that it had a higher shoulder than this one. That would make me actually somewhat confident. Maybe this could be a little pickup around 3. Let's see how 3 holds here. There was a lot of volume that came in though. Nice little spike. That was a nice pullback. I was thinking I would like to trade it maybe if it got to like 303 or so. Didn't do that. Man, when I was recapping the trades today, I was just shaking my head the whole time. That TOS turning off was the worst point. And then I totally lost my flow after that. Oh well. Do you know the name of the song? I could look it up right now. I can't play it here though, or else YouTube gets really mad at me. But I wouldn't mind looking it up myself. Bit of a bottom bounce here on HTBX. I actually I have a limit order here on this one at like 0.47. I don't think we're really going to reach that zone anytime soon. From 0.19 to $4, it's like over a 20% rally, 20x rally. This could actually be a nice little double bottom for it though. I usually sit down at 6:50 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and just kind of go through the scanner. Nothing was looking good on the scanner, and nothing really is still looking that exciting. I might have to just be a little bit less skeptical with MTP, but at the same time, it's hard to be less skeptical on a ticker with no catalyst. So, you know, we know what happens. BDR had a big run, but then it got just absolutely destroyed really, really hard. And that's kind of how I feel about MTP. It was also at an unusual time, BDR. So yeah, Florida's got 2 hurricanes coming. This chatting gets pretty ridiculous so early in the morning. You guys, including myself, we always just got to go back to bed. Maybe you guys can make a little opening song. We could have a competition. Who could submit the best song? Throw it in my intros. I don't think I have any sort of special intro now that I think about it. I'm too lazy. Fun time equals before 9. It's all quiet still on the trading front. Always long when I hit the small caps. You mean elevator music? I've not bought any gold or silver. Gotta give it to it. AYRO doesn't look too shabby. 13% pullback, 22% move, really, really small. You know, it had a ridiculously strong run. This is just probably a pure bottom bounce at this point. Looks like we traded it a few times in that area. I actually have a limit order on this one. Looks like a little bit too conservatively. Was looking for the crack of 3 and buy it in the 67s. Found a little bit of support, but it is selling off below VWAP, trending down. I wouldn't be surprised if this just kind of kept on selling off. Maybe find some bigger support again at 3.3. Not something I'm interested in day trading. Could be a possible swing trade for sure, though. The Jordan Belfort song. I don't think I've heard that one. Two people buy shoes during a hurricane. That's true. Floridians really don't care too much about hurricanes. Actually, I enjoyed the smaller hurricanes, like Category 1, tropical depressions. Even the Category 2 or 3, if it doesn't get too close, were good fun because the waves were just popping. So especially when the hurricanes leave, then you get some nice offshore winds, and then you'll be, having some really solid waves for a while. EYPT is really dumping volume. It's a bit of a concern. MTP looks pretty legit in this area, surprisingly. It is holding above VWAP. Had that little dip under it, but it came right back up. Smack. Yep, that's right, Tyler. EYPT, how far will the price go? I think EYPT is quite, like, are we talking to the downside? How low will it go? I think 0.8 is going to definitely be interesting support. Right now it's really losing volume, and we'll see. Look at this big volume coming in with MTP. What is going on here, guys? This could be a bit of a flat top breakout. 316 pullback zone. Nice. Congrats to anyone that jumped on that. I was actually really thinking about it. Just don't like the no catalyst part. Honestly, MIZ, it's just, it's honestly like a perfect recipe if we just had a catalyst. I love the high volume spikes. I love the low volume pullback. I mean, that just screamed, trade me. But yeah, I mean, there's something really weird going on. I can't really get a read on MTP. I don't feel totally, I don't really have any conviction behind it. A lot of failed spikes in the past. And, this was such a recent runner twice that the amount of back holders on here happy to take profits right now are probably really, really high. I don't know, maybe I'm missing something, and maybe this is really the ticker to be really focused on. But at the moment, I'm still looking, trying to increase my conviction here. Yeah, kind of get the feet wet would be the way to go. I'm on bamsec.com looking through any sort of news, but it doesn't look like I can find anything. Just that 6K form with the exercise of warrants. $1 million. Maybe it's because the exercise of the warrants have raised this company about $1 million. I don't know. Thanks, Michael. Good morning, everyone that's kind of coming in here. We're just taking it slow this morning. Doesn't really look like there's too much going on. I mean, MTP, you know, if you got into it right on time, I was watching it back in this area and I was like, I didn't even feel comfortable buying this 2.5 dip. Although, you know, I probably should have since it was big support. I just didn't really like the fact there was no catalyst. So I didn't. But yeah, I mean, this thing would have been the ticket all the way up here. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with this. Yeah, the 2020 COVID trader. Sometimes there's no rhyme or reason. Yeah, Miz, that's a very valid point, huh? Well, if you don't understand it, there's no reason to rush into something. So I'm a big believer in that. It keeps me out of a lot of sticky situations. Nine o'clock. All right, let's see if we get a little bit more boost and some volume here, and maybe we'll get another ticker. Sometimes around 9 or 9:15, we'll get kind of a late pre-market bloomer that just pops out of nowhere and goes absolutely berserk. So I'm kind of keeping my eyes on for that. To be honest, I didn't look at Tesla's. What was it at? Was it had a pre-market high of 2,055? That is absolutely insane. really insane. If you check the daily chart on Tesla, is a bit mind-blowing, to be honest. Try to have this dip here at 1400. It looks like one of the stocks that we day trade here on the daily chart is just like, nope, 48% rally. Crazy. Had this really nice flat top breakout at 1,000 roughly. Probably even more like 950 or so. Crazy, crazy. Give it up for the KTOV bag holders. I'm still not totally sure what this spike is all about. EYPT is actually at a really interesting zone. It looks like we had a bit of a triple bottom, and 0.85 could be that reversal spot. Right now we're up about 2.5% from that low. It'll be interesting to see if this one continues. Maybe kind of get back into the 0.9. That'd be about a 4% move. I don't know. SHLL. Yeah, had a good consolidation here. Found support around 26. Now moving higher. Bigger resistance 29.30 zone. We'll see what kind of volume pops up on this one out of the open. We had really low sell volume here, which is actually a very bullish sign. Yeah, looks pretty good, gotta say. Yeah, no problem. Man, I was really hoping we would have something going pre-market, but it's also not the worst that we don't, because it's time to chill a little bit after such a crazy week of nonsense. I think GEVO with that offering at 1.3, had a little bounce off of that. I'd probably be trying to take some profits or at least cut some losses near bigger resistance, which looks to be like kind of this 150 zone. This might actually rip out of the gates into the open and maybe go past 1.6. I feel like sometimes I see that a lot with offering stocks after they sell off like 40-50%, which roughly GEVO did. Sometimes they'll end up trying to rocket pre-market and then get squished really hard, or right out of the gate. So this might break above 1.5 and maybe have like a really strong little rally. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw that. But I'd be careful holding it too long, because since the price is somewhat holding the 1.3 offering zone, I wouldn't be surprised if this company came out with another at-market offering or something like that to really take advantage of this current stock price before it goes back to... I mean, long-term, this stock price is never held, which means the company is always selling new shares and diluting the stock. So this stock was never at $158,000. Yeah, yesterday GVO was on fire. We in Sweden love Tesla. I wouldn't mind holding some RKT long term. I was kind of hoping they would dip below the IPO price for a bit and then like kind of accumulate in there, but didn't really look like that was going to be the case anymore. EYPT is selling off again. What are we going to trade out of the open, huh? We'll talk about it in about a minute. I'll get kind of started here with the kind of watch list review for the day. Sungjan, we've discussed GEVO several times. I'm not sure if you just missed it. We could review it maybe 1 or 2 more times today for sure, though. All right, guys, let's get started here. So, I mean, still not a lot of action. MTP is kind of selling off a little bit, no surprise. Same with EYPT. Let's see what happens here. First of all, guys, good morning. We started a little bit earlier. I was hoping we'd get a little bit of trading in pre-market, but it was just absolutely quiet. Not really my environment either. So far we haven't done no trading. Yeah, but anyway, guys, good morning. Welcome back here to the live stream where we first review the watch list, then we trade the market open every day. Looks like PIXY is popping a little bit. Relocation to Miami, Florida. Interesting here. Let's actually look at PIXY, PIXY. Now, this is a ticker we've traded in the past quite often. $3 million float, so it has that spikeability. It's up right now about 30%. USA Staffing and Employment Company. I'm not sure why they're up so much on a relocation news. That 3 million float, though, is probably one of the more interesting parts about it. Same with MTP with the 6 million float. Some key zones to be looking at is about 7.5 as well. It's kind of 615 zone, 5.5. So we're still pretty low. We're still at like only just 4 or 5 zone. These kind of quarter zones are quite significant for PIXY. So like this 475 zone. Good idea before it floods. Yeah, it looks like a really, really light day. Big resistance here for PIXY right around 5. We got the 180 moving average on the 4-hour. Pretty decent volume though sneaking up on this one. Big sell volume there. Well, anyway, guys, it is, what time is it? It's 9:19. It's on a Friday. It's August 21st. So, you know, let's get ready here. We got another 10 minutes before the market opens at 9:30. And then, like always, if you guys are new here, we wrap up trading around 10:30, but definitely the stream more closer to 11. If you guys are new, quick reminder, this is for education and entertainment purposes only. My trades are quick and not meant to be followed. Always know yourself while you're entering and exiting a stock and know what your targets are, especially your stops. This community is a place for us to help each other, guys. Please do not spam or you'll be put in timeout or kicked. Check the video description below for some FAQs, and let's keep going here because PIXY is rocketing and could be a good little entry. Bigger support around 4.45 or so. VWAP coming in now with the EMA. It's definitely a bit of a quick mover. I mean, if company relocating is the most interesting catalyst that we have, that's not really a good sign. But everyone's looking to trade something, right? Four or 5 looks to be like the support zone here. Boom! Nice little rocket. Got another 9 minutes till the market opens, so we have a little bit of time here. Can we get that crack of 4.8? I got PIXY on my second screen and MTP on the main screen. 4%, little pop, pulled down to 3. Yeah, Ryan, I feel you, man. After this whole week for me, I've been getting the itch. It's just been 4 days now of just total nonsense with TOS. So let's hope for the best. PIXY trying to break the 4.8 zone. Having a few issues. Again, the catalyst here is just it's relocating, but that 3 million float doesn't really matter. If people are looking at it, they can move this thing quick. GASS pop up just now. Is that the ticker? %. Quarterly on gas. The $0.50 on this one are very clean. Oil and gas, midstream in Greece. $30 million float. I don't know if that's something we're going to be trading. PIXY's moving pretty interesting. PIXY just broke 4.8. PIXY with the relocation news. I just can't get behind a lot of this stuff right now. But with that 3 million float, has that spikeability. Doing the yoga. Good luck, Tan. I'm hoping this thing to pop over 5. Let's see what happens. Boss Lammering. I love it. That's a good one. So we got PIXY, MTP, EYPT, all lead gappers on the day, but they're all really looking, you know, they all have like a giant flaw for sure. MTP, no news, and they had recent warrants, like what? And recent runners, 2 spikes. I don't know. It looks a little bit like dead water to me. PIXY, relocation news, but the 3 million float allows it to kind of move, and at least there's something interesting. And then EYPT with news from yesterday that's somehow running up today because yesterday it sold off and didn't move much. And 124 million float on EYPT. So pause off the trigger at the moment for me. This is probably one of the weakest pre-markets we've seen in a long time. Yeah, no trades yet. We actually did have one trade. I forgot about this one. I just saw it. EYPT. I did buy a dip on this one. This was actually a total accident with my wrong account, EYPT. I'll show you guys this. Got a minute here till the market opens. Wow. Forgot about this one. Yeah, we actually did buy EYPT. I've tried to buy the dip here. It actually ended up working, but I kind of closed out here for a small loss. I was in the wrong account, and once I realized that, I just kind of closed this one out. This is my swing account, not my day trading account. So that was a little bit ridiculous. So I think I lost like 50 bucks on that one or so. Yeah, oh well, it is what it is. Yeah, 54 bucks on that one. So I'm actually down today, 54 bucks. No trades though on the unlimited account. It's not really that he's pumping it, right? He's just looking at it and trading it, and a lot of people are watching him, right? Announces Ghost Kitchen Incubator contest. All right, so there's a little bit of something. All right, guys, good luck, everyone. Let's see what we get here out of the gates. I am actually watching MTP, looking for that 275 zone. This could be somewhat of an interesting dip. That'd be about a 4 or 5% sell-off. Maybe rather entry in the sixes. PIXY just had a giant flush down to 4.2, like 429 or so. News from 13th of August. Yeah, that's a little old, huh? Good catch on that, Rory. So. GEVO trying to break the 1.5. If GEVO breaks the 1.5, it could see that a quick move to 1.6. I wouldn't be surprised. TOS is loading really slow right now for me. Don't change tickers at the moment, guys. PIXY pulling back here, 425. MTP with a flush that we were talking about. Could see a possible entry on this one in the mid 60s. Quick pull to 2.7 and bouncing about 4% there. That's a bit of an okay bounce, I gotta say. PIXY, PIXY looks like it's gonna dip again. Just touch the EMA and possible unsuccessful red to green move. MTP trying for a red to green as well. 2.8, having some resistance there. All right, Ryan, it's a good idea. PIXY trying for a red to green move here. Almost red on the day. I mean green on the day. Boom, there we go. PIXY with a red to green. Actually has pretty decent volume on that pop back to the upside. No, MTP, I'm absolutely not convinced at all. This looks like a failed red to green. Who knows? Could be wrong. I mean, we have big support here at 270. So let's see. PIXY just ripped to 480. Woo, big move on this one. Markets are all red, which is actually okay. I kind of like when the markets are red overall, like slightly red for small cap trading. I'm not crazy about PIXY, but picking some up around 4.4, you know, hindsight always 2020. But we also had the 9 EMA on the 5-minute, so that could have been actually a bigger reason why that would have been a good entry. Nice, Mark. Beautiful. PIXY, guys, this is why we like low floats. 3 million float, absolutely just exploding here on after that red. That was a perfect red to green. Really, really sweet. Typically, I'm always jumping in red to green moves. Maybe because of yesterday, I was a little bit disheartened for a red to green, but I don't know. Sweet entry though at the 28, 428. That was really good. Ooh, PIXY just running right now. 5. Real strong. MTP pulling, selling off a bit. Yeah, Jared, same here. I think they're doing that right now. MTP selling off. MTP possible support here at 63. First entry at 63. Second entry possibly down here at 62. And I gotta restart my app. Well, that was just super typical. Well, at this point, I'm probably the not so smart one constantly messing this up. PIXY at 459. PIXY at 454. I mean, MTP. I'm 800 long at an average price of 225, 6225. TOS just went down. Looking to sell in this pop to 7. Would have loved averaging down my position. Not sure what happened. My app is frozen again. Hold on. Okay, app just froze. TOS is down again for the second time. I think I'm out of this trade. Well, this is what we practice for every single day for hours, studying past trades just so we can't trade with TOS. Man, oh man, this is getting ridiculous. Yep, I do, Johnny. I need to restart it. It doesn't let me click anything else except restart. There's a continue button, but that's it. Yeah, it's really stressful, man. It's totally ruined the whole week. Johnny, that doesn't work, man. I've already tried that. It doesn't do anything. All right, so we got out of MTP just in time. I have my phone ready to trade. So I'm going to be probably doing my next trade on my phone. I'm just looking for solid support and resistance at this moment. I'm not trying to take any trades where I need to be too quick. Had a nice little pop here off of 53, 54. I have my phone ready to close my trade. So 255 is trying to, it's really hard to get a full read on when you just can't really watch the price the whole time. 53 could definitely be a bit of a support zone here. First entry at 53 here. Possible second entry at 52. So far the app is holding. Smaller size because I'm not super comfortable with what we're seeing here in terms of my app. That was really weird. A lot of sellers still on this one. Could have just been a quick base hit. Have to readjust a lot of stuff here. Looking for one more move on this one. Not sure if we're gonna get it. New candle in 5 seconds. Big buyers here at 256. Closing out the rest of this trade here. So far my TOS is kind of working. I got my phone here as a backup. Right now we're seeing some pretty decent support and resistance. That's the only reason I'm trading. These are clean patterns right now. Yeah, I could show you next time. I've tried it many times, dude. I've tried it 5 days now in a row. Every day I got the same error message. I would click continue and it would not work. That's why I'm saying it doesn't work, because I've tried it. This was a nice little 5% move. I probably would have considered holding this a little bit longer, but it's kind of hard to constantly adjust. We have a little entry here with PIXY. Entry was at 62. We had a bottom that pullback. Would like to close this one in the 70s. We're out of this one at 82. Nice, just got out of that. Small profit there on PIXY. Again, I said that PIXY, we actually have more money on PIXY. Wow, what a freaking crazy day. I already did change my memory allocations. Guys, like this is the TOS update. We've been running TOS totally fine for months. It's not that there's some setting that is wrong. I swear, I've been playing with that stuff nonstop. I found the optimal conditions for streaming and having TOS open. This is pure update related, because we've never had these problems till the update over the weekend, and now we're facing these issues. But I appreciate all the feedback and you guys trying to help. Just, yeah, it is what it is. We're having horrible software issues. Just like can't change that. Just the facts of life right now. Nice quick trade on PIXY. I would have used bigger size, but like I said, I just it's too much risk right now. So I'm trading really small size. Stano Domano, all the way from Connecticut. Is that you in there? Happy to have you here, man. I gotta say, you probably came at the most stressful, hectic, horrible trading week ever, but it is what it is, man. You just gotta make the best out of it. So I'm trying to trade here. It's like I'm trying to drive a race car with like 2 tires missing. Trying to get to the finish line of the week. Yes, sir. Nice. Very cool. Whew. What a crazy open. Oh my lord. Yeah, it is what it is, man. That was crazy. That was really hectic. I might even wrap up trading here unless I see a really good secondary setup. I liked what I saw on PIXY. I had that limit order waiting at 63. That was a nice little entry. I honestly might just wrap up trading. We're up 130 bucks. Yesterday we were up almost 300 bucks and then TOS crashed and I basically gave back all of my pre-market profit. So it's like, not sure if I want to do the same thing again. I'm not even the biggest fan of our gappers. So I'm going to just keep watching. If I see a really good risk reward setup, I'll take it. But at the same time, I'm not going to be buying like breakouts or, you know, a quick pullback. I just probably won't be doing that right now. Yeah, Dave, good observation. There's nothing I can really do about the high CPU usage at the moment. It's when I stream and have XSplit open, it really slays this laptop. I'm looking at new laptops, but I don't think I'm gonna order it until Black Friday because my Amazon cart is already over like $5,000. So if I can get like 20-30% off of that, I'd probably rather wait for then. But we'll see. If it really continues where my laptop just explodes, then I might have to just buy it ahead of time. The thing is, this is a good laptop. 16 gigabytes RAM. You know, it's a pretty legit machine. It's just a bit of the streaming has kind of toppled it a little bit, and I think it's been overheating a little bit more than usual. 1AP Pro, yeah, that's funny. Oh, that's so funny. I mean, every platform has issues. It's just like that all the time. This has just been probably the week of the biggest issues ever. Got an SSD and restalled everything, Mark. So yeah, good to know. Good to know. Maybe I can get an external. I can get an external RAM. Honestly, when I open the task manager, sometimes that thing crashes everything itself. I feel like the task manager takes a lot of memory as well. So yeah, ThinkorSwim takes a pretty decent amount of memory, but this XSplit is really the GPU intensive, so the graphic card. It's nice that it kind of separates the two a little bit. But yeah, ultimately when I'm streaming, that's really where the big problems come in. What's your processor model? I'm actually on the clock speed. I'm not actually totally sure about that. You mean external GPU? I might. I don't think it's really the issue. Like, guys, we've been trading fine for months. Like, I don't think it's the computer issue. If I open a browser, sometimes it spikes it, and then I get that error message you guys were talking about from XSplit where there's high CPU usage. So, like, let me just do an example. So if I open right here, Firefox, you'll see that this spikes the memory. And then sometimes I get the error message from XSplit that there's high CPU usage. The only reason I opened the browser was because, here we go, high CPU usage detected, you may experience performance issues. That's why I have a second laptop for the chat room. So when I'm going over here, I'm on the chat and I'm on my second laptop. That's just, but yeah, the CPU usage usually is fine. Look at PIXY, absolutely rocketing here, broke 5. This is a nice flat top breakout. I would have loved to jump in on this, but like I said, I'm not trying to buy pullbacks right now, just because they're typically a little bit higher risk if they don't work out. 7% move, absolutely beautiful. This was a really nice dip buy we got here with this one, but smaller position size. MTP back here 2.5. Let's see what happens. I'll definitely do CC cleaner or C cleaner this weekend and let you know what happened. I'll let you know if it finds anything. Yeah, Satoshi, thanks for kind of summing that up again. Yeah, this guy's ultimately is not a computer issue. This is not a tech issue. We've been trading for months fine. This isn't like I randomly got, I don't know, I don't even know what to say. Like I just replaced my hard drive or SSD with a hard drive or something. Like this is a pure technical issue on TOS's end. Nice little bounce here on MTP. If you guys like dips, MTP is literally like dip central. Very, very nice. I blame Corona. Yeah, maybe my laptop has Corona. No, I haven't tried DAS Trader. HJLIs, you know, if you guys are into the sub dollars, this thing is really kind of rallying here for some reason. Let's see what the catalyst is. Announces 1-year follow-up data on 2 additional Venno valve patents. 2-year follow-up data. Insufficient. Improved. Really, really strong moves on this one. All data centers have to go through annual maintenance. They are having more user updates than before. Yeah, I want to change TOS, but it's not that easy. I have obviously my day trading funds here. I filled out applications, but I got to mail Fidelity by post. We've talked about it this whole week. DAS Trader with your existing TOS account. That's actually not a bad idea. Plus, if you use a different platform, you gotta, you know, get used to that, and that's a whole different kind of story on its own. Yeah, Harley, that error though only pops up if I open too many things, and the reason I opened several things is because I needed to go into the browser, and that will spike the CPU usage. Usually the CPU usage isn't maxed out. Yeah, TOS, yeah, they kind of fell off a cliff with the zero commission thing, huh? The indicators are 9, EMA, and VWAP. The problem is OBS. I was having issues with OBS on this computer, so I switched to XSplit. XSplit works fine, except the streaming does take a lot of CPU and graphics. Woo, 180 Pro, that's what I like to hear, man. Which ticker? Yeah, it's a good idea, Dave. Startup disable for sure. PIXY at 515. Man, I would actually really like to be trading PIXY right now. We had some really nice pullbacks back to VWAP. This thing is ripping. It's really, really quick traded. I'd be really careful on this one. Pretty nice volume we're seeing though already. I think maybe the reason it could save a lot of money is because California taxes are just so high. So maybe this move is actually bigger than just a move. It's actually part of shift place, experience, thriving East Coast restaurant industry, closer to customers. Yeah, I mean, sounds good. Catalyst is definitely better than I was thinking at first. Have I tried game mode? I have not tried game mode. Man, California, I feel like there's a giant reverse immigration going on where people are just leaving by the hordes. People moving to LA by the hordes as well. Yeah, fair enough. I don't know too much about it. I just constantly I've spoken to some friends that live there. It does seem like there's a bit of a trend of people moving away from California, but I have no first-hand experience, I guess you can say. MTP looks like it's going to break 256. I think this is going to see 2.6 pretty soon here. It might flush afterwards, but I think it's going to at least break the 9-minute EMA. Gotcha, Harley. Yeah, that's a tough law, man. That's really tough. Yeah, there's always new people coming in. Yeah, Joe Rogan left as well. I'm still watching space here, seeing if we could get into the 16s, and then I would probably like to start doing a little bit of buying. PIXY, really nice move here. We got a really sweet little dip buy on this one. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to sell when we were at $5 because of the TOS crash. So I ended up selling here at 480, which is still okay, but just kind of unfortunate, the whole entire incident, I gotta say. This was a little bit hectic. That PIXY trade made me not want to really keep trading. Congrats to anyone nailing PIXY right now. Oh, I'm not gonna lie, man. I would love to join you guys. I might, but I gotta stay careful here. Something around $5 could be great support. It's 10:06, so if we could keep trading this one to like at least 9:30, I'd be all about that. I got alerts on space all across the board. Let me move this down here. All right, so we're watching SPCE right here at 17. Woo! PIXY at 5.4. Ripskis everywhere. All right, Michael. Take care, man. We'll see you later. That's right, Michael. You heard David. Wear that mask. And don't get mad at anybody for telling you to put your mask on. I could see Michael starting a little bit of a war out there. Wow, PIXY, man, 5.6. What an absolute explosion. No masks or condoms. Well, fair enough. MTP looking kind of interesting. Just so low volume, not really too crazy about this one. PIXY, guys, this is why we love low flow. It's 3 million low flow, relocating to Miami to get closer to its customer base. Totally makes sense, leaving California. I totally underestimated this catalyst, to be honest with you guys, so I definitely apologize for that. Yeah, people are wearing masks in Germany. And people are pretty, on average, they kind of got it figured out. I got to say, though, there's a few people here that have protested against it, which is just mind-blowing to me. MTP not going back to 2.5. I wonder if we can pick some of this up on a crack of 2.5 towards maybe some more 240. We definitely had a big flat top here at 240, so that could be an interesting break zone. Masks aren't effective. Yeah, at the same time, you do kind of wonder about masks, but I think it's a pretty small thing to do for potential benefits. So for now, it's probably not something to complain about too much. Jailed for a week for not wearing a mask? That is really, really extreme. How is $250 even comparable to a week in jail? Michael, did it just close on you? Oh, 10, that's so bad, but it definitely gave me the chuckles. Yeah, weird error, forced to restart. That's exactly been my issue, man. You and me both. Here we go, MTP at 4.4. Yeah, paradox. There's definitely a few situations like that I absolutely just don't understand. Like just for the entrance, but once you're inside, it's like, meh. As you'd say in German, dann können wir das lassen. It's like, then we might as well just leave it. All right, we're getting extremely off topic here, but it is kind of funny. It is Friday after all. TOS is not really reliable, so that's why it's kind of fine. PIXY though, really, really nice rally here. What's it like? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 big green candles in a row. If you count that hammer, gray candle, really, really solid run here. Quick bounce off of 5.4, making a nice little pop. Man, I would be day trading the heck out of this, but I'm so nervous that I would look for a quick, 20-second, 30-second trade, and then TOS crashes, then I'm fumbling around with my phone. That's pretty much just what happened with the other trade. So, I don't know. Yeah, Constantine, that's a valid point. That's actually one of those few things that baffle me as well. I'm just like, that's just unhealthy. Lee's got to figure it out. Or I mean, JC. PIXY at 5.7. Yeah, man, this is a new high of day here. Definitely not where I would want to be buying it. PIXY, $200 million volume so far. Pretty crazy. RKT climbing as well. Space at 17.13. I would really like Space to crack 17 and then start loading up on it. Let's see what happens. 1AP Pro, maybe. Lock in those profits, man. You had a phenomenal trade. in Belize. Interesting. 2K or 2 years in jail. What? 2 years? That is so unproductive for society. I mean, everybody loses for putting someone away for 2 years. PIXY, new high of 578, man. Absolutely wicked. Would have loved to get a little bit more aggressive on this one. For now, I'm just kind of watching it. We got another big resistance zone. I would probably argue at around 5.8, which we're just ripping through right now. So next whole dollar area is going to be key at 6. Let's see how close we get. MTP selling off, PIXY over 6. BFRA, I see it at 15. Just has no volume, so I wouldn't be trading it. Watch out with MTP. It also has very, very low volume. Just constantly selling off. Talk about selling too soon, huh? Beer in the house. You know, that last pullback was actually not too bad. I instantly came with huge volume. The sell was not very strong at all. Let's see how it kind of continues from here. I would expect a larger pullback at some point or a little bit of consolidation, since the amount of green candles in a row are very strong. Usually we don't see these kind of rallies this long. But that's, you know, this is a 3 million float, guys. This is what a 3 million float does. Absolutely beautiful. I'm kind of upset we missed that first original red to green move. I've been so off my groove this week. It's so ridiculous. Oh, Mark, yeah, nice. 20K at $5 on PIXY. Hoo-wee. Now there's a trade. Yeah, you know what? This is funny. GEVO, we talked about this one, that there's a good chance that I was going to rip past 1.5 at the market open, taking profits there, and then, you know, not even looking at it anymore because this one has an offering. That's crazy. That was almost a perfect little rip here, 7%. Congrats to anyone that took profits in this zone or made that trade. Wasn't really a trade for me, but we've seen a lot of these offering stocks that rip right out of the gates, and then they end up selling off. Yeah, 1AP Pro, that's super true. I can't just stare at the market sometimes either and just not trade. It's very tricky to do. But take care, man. Happy to have you here. So we got the 180-day moving average on PIXY at around 6.8. And then we have bigger resistance at 7. I'm kind of wondering, are we going to maybe break through this $6 zone, kind of hold the $6 zone like we are doing now, and then maybe have a second rip back to like 680 or so after a little bit of consolidation? Or is it just going to rip to 687 right now without consolidating? We'll see what happens. Yeah, no problem. Nice trade, Eugene. PIXY really saved the day for us, huh? PIXY patience. 1022. Possible dip buy for sure. Possible retest here in the EMA. That was a nice little pop there. Woo, missed. Boom, 1.6K. Cha-ching, man. Congrats. It's really, really nice. RKT over 27. Crazy. SPCE looks like it's going to break 17 here pretty soon. Yeah, RKT is up 12, 13% today. Ideally below 17, Mike. MTP just sold off again back at 2.4. Strong move there, all of a sudden 62. Small share here, 400 shares. Buying the flush down here. Still a lot of sellers on this. Have a stop at 35. I almost thought that there was a offering or something. I'm gonna get out of this one. I wasn't really sure why that flush was so strong. I couldn't really trust it. Closed it for very kind of just a scratch. I don't know, we lost like 14 bucks or something on that, 20 bucks maybe. That flush was a little bit stronger than I was expecting. Sometimes when you see flushes like that, you get an offering. So I was just a little bit weary. Who knows what maybe I sold a little bit too soon. Luckily I didn't get stopped out near a low. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Now back at 52, kind of nice. So we could have had a small profit on it, but I'll take a small loss any day, guys. Any day is a good day for a small loss if you're managing your risk. Eugene picked more up at 542. Yeah, that was probably the right decision. I just really didn't like that really strong sell-off. MTP, I'm still looking at in the 30s. It's a really ugly chart, but I think a little bit of scalping on this one is going to be possible on any bigger sell-off. Anything towards like 230 would be kind of nice. PIXY looks like it's either going to retest the EMA or break below VWAP. HJLI. Yeah, we were looking at this one before. It was having really nice moves. I don't trade sub dollar. They have a catalyst, which is good. High relative volume. Could be good to trade. You know, $43 million volume on it. Really good. For now, I want to kind of keep my eyes on PIXY, which is clearly the lead gapper on the day. I don't really see us instantly selling below VWAP, but at the same time, you know, 3 million float, this thing could do what it wants, and I could probably also see it breaking VWAP and maybe finding support closer to 5 again. Yeah, here we go. Look at that. Finding some support here. It could be great to just constantly scalp this one. Nice, Eugene's building a position here. We are on the backside of a move. That's definitely the one thing to consider, keep in mind. HIJI with the 36 million float. Guys, if you're enjoying the content on this last Friday, don't forget to drop a like if you haven't done so already. Consider subscribing if you're new. We come out with a recap video every day, and we go live every morning at 9:15. Love to see you again. If you're enjoying it, definitely consider liking and subscribing. PIXY, let's see if we can do another one here. What's it going to be? Usually you don't see a ticker just chilling around VWAP too long. Uh-oh, Daniel's back in. Ferros, please don't spam multiple messages, man. My experience with sub dollars is they're a little bit more sporadic. And a lot of traders tend to avoid them, especially the ones that have to pay per share. They're just too expensive with the fees. $5.17, second flush. It's been a pretty strong pullback here, 16-17%. The last pullback was 14%, then we had one around here, 14 as well. So this is definitely one of the stronger pullbacks. No crazy offering news or something like that yet, though. Possible small size here at 506. Let's see if it pulls back one more time. I would enter on another dip, 505. Bounce is weak so far. Thing is really impressive sell-off there, 19%. This might actually even have one more dip because that bounce was so weak. Let's see what happens here. This could be an EMA retest. Yeah, I tried quickly for an entry here. I was a little bit late on it. So yeah, MTP selling off as well. Instantly pops. Looks like buyers are back in on this one. Went to 97. A nice little 10%, 15 cent bounce just now. Definitely looks like a little bit of a bottom. I tried one last test here below 5. I'm thinking that's what we might be seeing. One last little confirmation. Sell volume has been fading. It's definitely good signs. About a 4% bounce, pretty solid little bounce there. That's quite the action we're seeing here on PIXY. The sell-off action. Boom! There was that pop back to the EMA and VWAP. That's what I wanted. I missed my entry at 97. I jumped on it way too slow. PIXY might be ready to go back above the EMA. Yeah, it's still up on the day, Eugene. That's pretty nice. This looks like it might even break the EMA. I'm not going to be buying here, but I don't like the amount of resistance at 525 with the EMA and VWAP right there. But bottom definitely could be at that $5 zone for 497 or so. MTP looks like it might try to do a bit of a reversal. It's been kind of chilling here at this 2.4 zone. Any larger dip on MTP I might consider around 230. What is up with these super wicked flushes? Wow, I did not see that flush coming. I was thinking that we were going to see another dip, but this one was way, way harder than I was expecting. So PIXY is just constantly surprising us, I think, with these sell-offs. I feel like there's like bad news on this or something. Buying dips, guys, when you're on the backside of a move is quite dangerous. That's why I'm oftentimes very quick on these entries and exits. On the front side, you could sometimes let them run a little bit longer. Wow, that was a pretty mean little flush there. Yeah, no news, Eugene. What's the plan? Are you going to cut the losses here on this one? Or are you going to maybe wait for a bounce and then sell on the EMA retest? Goes down to like the 83s. I constantly am checking the news because I feel like this is a bit unwarranted, but with a 3 million float, these things spike in all directions, right? Oh man, Eugene, I'm sorry that happened. Oh man. This was the big resistance zone at 525 roughly. Not the biggest green volume here. I wouldn't be surprised if this one hit 475. But let's just see what happens. I'm not trading it at the moment. Shrikant, man. Sorry to hear it. Yeah, this week has been probably the most frustrating week in a long time. Mainly due to TOS issues, because that constantly took us out of the flow. The last few weeks we were in a huge, solid flow state. We were doing kind of the same thing every day. But when TOS crashes and you constantly have to get back in and out of the flow state, it's really, really stressful. Man, PIXY just does not stop, huh? It ruins your chi. It definitely does. Man, this thing is really just insane. MTP getting closer to the 235, 232 zone. I feel like the sell volume has really, really faded. There's not much more going on here, I feel like. But at the same time, on the order book, the pressure is still there, 100%. Small size at 73 possibly. It was a little bit late. Notice there is a possible reversal in the order book. I think we could see maybe a 3% move on this one. I kind of feel like I'm forcing certain things right now, so I'm not as confident as I was earlier. It needed defibrillator. Yeah, there's a move back to the EMA. Could have been a small profit, but in the end, I don't know. But yeah, big buyers are 4.7. BPTH halted. Kind of crazy that BPTH has no volume, guys. Be really careful trading this one. Really kind of just spiked up recently. Oh no, let's see. No catalyst. Could just be a short squeeze. Big resistance coming up on this one. I don't know. That's not really something I'd want to be trading. I think HJLI could be an interesting ticker. It's not really for me. I don't typically look at sub dollars too much, but it could be interesting. I mean, I like the fact that it's up so much. I like the fact that it has $50 million volume. I like the fact that it's a quick mover. I like these big percentages. Yeah, I'll check it out. I got 5. Again, guys, there's no catalyst on this one. Had a quick pullback. I don't know, it could keep ripping, guys. I mean, there's no reason it just doesn't keep on flying for no reason. But again, this is just kind of like wishful trading, and I try to avoid that stuff. I feel like it's bad habits. I could be wrong. It could work extremely well for you. Know your own risk reward, know what you're doing, and I don't know, it's not for me. HJLI kind of selling off here. I wonder if it's going to go back above VWAP at one point at 55. Who knows? Could happen. Very big relative volume on this one. That's probably one of the more interesting parts about it. Alex 2020. There's no reason it can't keep flying for no reason. Yeah, but I don't like trading tickers like that. It's just stressful. Oh man, where's Eugene? Everything good over there, Eugene? This is quite the hectic ticker. I'm still watching MTP, guys. I'm really thinking I might do a small entry on, as we touch anything in the 230s. Has definitely huge bounce potential. This is actually looking pretty good for PIXY on the 5-minute. This is our first 5-minute candle breaking over the last high. That's actually a quite bullish indicator. I wouldn't be surprised if it did a few more tests down here at 470. Well, there we go. Literally just as I say that, does that test at 470. But overall, I kind of like what we're seeing. Let's see if we can get this thing to 54, maybe 69, finding some big support. I think the 70 zone is really the key support area. I can see this thing popping back up here, no problem. I think this is the reversal right here. Looking for maybe a quick pop down though. Yeah, it's tough, man. Tough to play this one a little bit. I like the 63 zone support. I would like to pile in there. If I don't get an entry on this, so be it. It looks like I might miss this possible entry, but I don't know. I'm more or less done with trading today. If I can get one more little entry here, that'd be cool. MTP just had a 5% bounce off that low. Went down to 35. Was waiting for that 32, but I'm not sure if it's going to happen. SPCE at 17, man. I'm still hawking that one. I would love an entry on SPCE. Tesla over 2,000, crazy. Alex is scared of Weeble. I don't know why. I've actually been trying out their platform a little bit more now. I was playing around with it a lot pre-market before I started the stream. That's when I said I actually like the web more than the desktop. Surprisingly, I didn't think that was going to be the case, but I want to play around with another week or two, maybe do some day trading in it, and then I'll probably come out with a recap video about Weeble itself. Kelly B. Is that even ticker? Doesn't look like it works. K-E-L-L-B-Y. I mean K-E-L-L-Y-B. Yeah, no, I typed it right. It doesn't look like a ticker. What's the play, Eugene, with PIXY? TC 2000. Oh, man, yeah, there's so many tickers for me to platforms I'm going to be trying out here. Really nice bounce off of 65, PIXY. Was looking for that entry, but again, I was a little too conservative. Keep missing it by a few cents. Could have been scalping PIXY like left and right. KELYB. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what you guys want me to say. This is exactly the stuff I kind of stay away from because before you know it, it's way back down to 30 for no reason. Hard to trade these, man. Low volume. And just kind of halts left and right. I'm stuck on PIXY. Viana. Oh no. What's the plan? Still holding. Fair enough. Yeah, man. PIXY's just about dried out on volume. I really think it's at the reversal point right now. I wouldn't be surprised if it broke back above the 9 EMA. Any dip, I think, would be an buy opportunity on PIXY at this moment of time. I don't know. That's my thoughts. I don't know if I'm going to do it. It's kind of just what I'm thinking. 477 has big buyers on it now. There we go. Thanks, Bavnat Nibber. Really appreciate the feedback, man. Really nice. Yeah, Eugene, definitely happens, man. That was me yesterday. Was up like 300 and then closed the day down 60 bucks. I was like, are you kidding me? That was so annoying. I'm not sure about the next drop. We'll see what happens. I don't even know if the next drop is going to be that much below the last drop. I think this thing's kind of dried out a little bit. We're in a huge support zone. Yep. Space is finally doing that dip we've been waiting for all day. So we have our order on Space way too low at 60. So I'll probably do my first entry around 85 and then start looking to accumulate a bit more from there. Maybe even in the 90s. We'll see what happens here. PIXY looking pretty good back at 485. Yeah, definitely missed buying in the 60s. My limit order was 2 cents away, 2 cents too shy. Going back to my unlimited account so I can watch PIXY a little bit closer. If SPCE keeps pulling off to, let's say, 1660, 1620s, I would probably just average down a few times. That's kind of my overall plan on SPCE. Yeah, AAPL is about to break 500, huh? For now, PIXY is definitely in some big support zones, so I would give it a little bit. I think it's definitely going to have an attempt maybe around 5. That's kind of my plan here. So any sort of dip I would like to maybe average down into. I'm not sure if I was probably just too late for that one, though. Now it's back at 485, so a little bit unfortunate that I might have just totally missed out on it. Happens from time to time. I'll be right back. Man, can our limit order be any closer for this possible entry? It's just so easy to like overstare at a limit order. No reason for that. We have that low of here of 86. I might have to take a little bit more seriously. If I can get it here in 86, 88, I'd be pretty happy. So let's see how this goes. All right, guys, we officially got our space order at 1688. Really happy about that. Could keep pulling off. Ooh, actually would have got the order at 1685. Doesn't really matter. For now, I want to lock in. We have a nice new low here. So this is actually the chance of this pulling back have just increased. much higher. I wasn't sure if we were going to break the low here. That's why I decided to do my first entry above that low. Now what I'm looking for is space to try to hold this kind of 16.5 area. If we dip below 16.5, I'll do my second entry into space. And depending on the price action, I would like to, maybe keep averaging down into this area. But for now, we got our first entry. If we reverse from here, I'll just have this entry. So if we go up from here, test the EMA at 18, I might take some profits. That would be about like 7% profit. I'm looking for a bigger move back to 20. I'm not sure if we're going to get it, but for now, I'm going to be, averaging down into this kind of $16 zone, kind of going from there. Kind of riding this, 180-day moving average trend we've been seeing the last few months. PIXY could be moving higher here. PIXY looking really good. Possible break at 87. I was way too cautious with PIXY. We had such a nice support zone here. I should have traded this like multiple times. I definitely left probably like, I don't know, $200 on the table because of that. Oh, well, it is what it is. Now PIXY back at 491. Really sweet. Congrats to anyone buying that huge dip there. Really sweet. How many shares did I buy on this one? I don't know. Good question. Space, we have 150 shares here at 16.60, 16.86. Now it's at 16.8. No, we're at 16.88 or something like that. Yeah. Yeah, Ryan, I feel you, man, on that. Mark, yeah, man. And OX open. What a crazy looking situation here. So they opened roughly at 20, pulled lower, now higher. Upsized IPO at $18 a share. Nice. PIXY at $5, 504. Boom. Congrats to anyone that got that perfect dip off of 475. I really don't know why I didn't jump on it. I don't even have an answer to that. So ridiculous. Ben, check out TD Ameritrade has a really good like Learn Academy, and they have a great chart candlestick library. Also, I would check out the Candlestick Bible or something like that. Really good book. There's an ebook online for free. Just study candle charts. Everything else is just a derivative of candles. So it's much once you can master candle charts, I think that's really where you can build a solid foundation. Should I cut PIXY? I mean, it might have a VWAP test, but I wouldn't hold it probably past VWAP. Let me know what you do, Eugene. Mike, do they show you an LDL glitches lately? They should. I don't know. That is ridiculous. Nice move here with PIXY. Really, really solid. I'd be careful on the pullbacks, I gotta say, man. It's not really a game I'd want to be playing with PIXY at the moment. Bada boom, bada bing. Is this going to be a quick pullback for PIXY, or is this going to be a danger zone? Man, I should have been milking PIXY at 470. I was even saying like these were going to be great zones, volumes decreasing. I don't know why I didn't do it. Oh well. I wonder if that 5 is going to hold. Oof, that 5 just got whipped. Doesn't look too good. I hope you took those profits, Eugene, or at least cut the losses at VWAP. That was a perfect opportunity. Is FOMO setting in? FOMO's always setting in. Definitely a little bit. I got to wrap it up here before I do something silly. Nice, Michael. That's probably a pretty sweet short-term entry. Are you looking for a continuation past VWAP? I don't think you're the only one. I'd be a little careful because the shoulder here is lower than this shoulder, and oftentimes that's a bit of a red flag. NNOX. I'm not really crazy about trading IPOs, to be honest. It just kind of keeps popping here, but yeah, I mean, it's a quick mover for sure. It would be just kind of interesting to trade the company. I know nothing about this company though. Medical imaging technical company announces pricing of its initial IPO. $162 million raised. Wow, that's a lot of money. Nice entry, Michael, on that 495. Now back at 506. 10 cents a share pop. That'd be a little base hit. Brent's saying, John, you're the John from Discord, right? It's getting suspicious here. We've had some rocket IPOs recently. I wouldn't mind trading an IPO that I fully understood. BLPH. So BLPH. This is one we were trading kind of a while ago. I was thinking about buying some BLPH around 10. Yeah, so PIXY pulled off a little bit. I'm not totally surprised there. One of the biggest indicators for me was to be a little bit cautious was one, the giant sell-off. This was a big sell-off that I don't really like seeing. And then really the biggest thing that I just mentioned was this shoulder here is higher than this shoulder, which means there is more sellers looking to front run before VWAP, before this move, than there was buyers looking to take that risk. So that's a bit of a bearish kind of indicator. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up here before I start doing anything silly. It's way past my bedtime. Hey, Constantine, if you're still here, I just want you to know that I definitely used the $4 at the beer garden. And same with you. Calm down. I appreciate the donations. You definitely kept me hydrated last evening. So, you know, today it was an okay day. I don't know, it was a little bit stressful out of the gates. I really lost my enthusiasm to trade because of all the TOS issues this week. So hopefully next week, you know, we won't be running to issues. Hopefully they're going to really be working hard over the weekend to fix it all. Looks like we're going to be ending the day up $128. Actually, it's more like we're only ending the day like $80 profit because I actually had one trip on my $25,000 challenge account. I don't really mix up the two. I don't talk about the two like they're one, but EYPT, this was an accidental trade in my $25,000 challenge account. So this loss should have been in my unlimited account right here. So really, we're actually ending the day like up 70, 80 bucks today. Okay, not great. It's actually like, it's green, so I can't complain, but I'll take whatever. After the last 2 days of like total stress on my end because of TOS, I just, you know, just ending the week in the green is just all I can really ask for. Thanks, Constantine. I could still buy a beer with that in Berlin. The prices are pretty cheap here. So I appreciate it. Thanks for the support, man. Eugene, that's a good comparison, like a wooden roller coaster. Am I holding space over the weekend? I'm going to be holding space for probably a while, probably at least a few weeks is my guess, unless we have a quick return to 20, and I would probably start unloading space already, so that it goes pretty quick. It's totally depending on the price action. If space goes back to like 16.20, I'll accumulate a little bit more. Whoa, 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 what's going on here? Appreciate three bucks, Michael. Really, really appreciate it, man. And Tabuscus, I hope I'm saying your name right. Big thanks for the 50, man. Really, really appreciate the support on the channel. Your name has a big check mark next to it. Did I do that? Appreciate it, Constantine. Maybe in the future we'll all be able to trade together. That'd be really good fun someday. Someday from somewhere when Corona is less of an issue. Yeah, I think I made more from donations today. That's crazy. Calm down. You got competition. Okay. That's a cool looking check mark, man. How'd you do that? It looks very official. I really appreciate all the support, guys. I think I'm a much better trader because you guys are always calling me out on stuff, keeping me on my toes, making sure I show up to work every day. So I really appreciate the community here, and I hope that you guys are getting just as much out of it as I am. No idea. Yeah, what is that? Like, wow, it's a nice little square. When's the OnlyFans coming? That's the good question. I still don't really know what OnlyFans is, but from what I've hear, it's a little bit dirty, isn't it? Like a little bit naughty stuff. Nice, Damascus. Yeah, CVAC, man, that was kind of a cool ripper. What's it up to now? CVAC, it's at 66, so pretty much where we got out. Thanks, Mike. Thanks, Mike B. Fist bump. I appreciate the fist bump, man. Boom. I could pretty much get a whole case of beer. I'm about to just sit on the side of the road and drink my beers all evening because of you guys. Really, really appreciate it. Just kidding. I'll put some of it back into Trade Journal. Those server costs are no joke. SRNE. I know that one's been a hot one, huh? ONVO. Don't forget, guys, there's a Discord chat if you guys want to keep talking. I'll probably be on there this weekend as well. First link in the video description, /connect. That's where I update all the important links. So hopefully that makes sense. All right, guys, let's wrap it up here. Don't forget to drop a like on the way out if you haven't done so already. And tell your friends to subscribe. Let's keep growing this community. Add some friends in here. It's always fun when you're trading with a friend next to you. I'm using this as tax deduction. Yeah, I mean, that's actually, I'm sure you could deduct these from your taxes if you like call it education or something. All right, guys, I'll see you next time. Take care. Have a great weekend. I'll probably see you this weekend. I didn't upload a video last weekend. I need a little bit of downtime because my eye was about to literally fall out of my face. That's what it felt like. But this weekend, I should probably come out with a video. We'll see. See you guys then. Ciao, ciao. Join the Discord if you haven't done so. Peace. IFMK. That's what I like to hear. $6.28 million subs. That's a lot of subs. Is that even possible? I don't know how to turn my stream off. My computer's frozen. Well, this is awkward. Nice, Mark. 1237. That's a solid number to finish up on. I'm still ready for cracking my $1,000 day. Well, while I'm still here, guys, I just want to say I really do appreciate all the donations. All right. The button won't click. My second laptop's a Chromebook, and it's great, but it's like 5 years old, and it's I think it's at the end of its life. I need to upgrade all my hardware, for sure.